Yo, and welcome to the iSpooge Daily channel. This will be a live stream. I'm just getting online for the day. I was online for a little bit this morning, but I start work at 7 o'clock. So maybe an hour before work, before my job, I should say. JOB, just over broke. My work is actually software engineering. Just not paid, and it's not my job. My yerb. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about chat in this stream. I want it to be like as natural as possible, but the stream is going to slow down my computer a lot. And also if there's chat, kind of got to watch that. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have any topic ideas in mind. The topic idea is just seeing what I actually come across on the internet for the first time for today. So let me just close my email window and then we can start browsing the web. Let me share the screen now that my emails are closed. Let me close my notes as well. I'm just going to make a new one. All right, screen share. Cheers. So it's later than I would want to go online because I want to be available to Central and Eastern time, and it's like 7 o'clock here, 9 o'clock Central. A little late, but it's Saturday, so we'll see who shows up. All right, screen is shared. Dave Ted says, what's up? Hey bro, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Now I'm just gonna do maybe what I would normally do, which is just go to Hacker News. I don't read a lot of news, just kind of Hacker News. Otherwise, I'm just like searching stuff, you know. I do Twitter a lot too. So we'll scroll through the Twitter wall as well. So I just kind of scroll the front page and then I control click things to open. You can see I've already got some from before. So what's cool? I probably won't take requests unless I also want to do it because I'm not trying to like bore myself. Async IO, I'm guessing that's Clojure. I used Async IO and Clojure for a while. Wait, was it Async IO? It's been a long time. And this is what? Async def, await, try. What language is this? Is this Python? Yeah, it's Python. Neato. Oh yeah, Async IO, Python. So what is this? So Python, async IO versus Clojure. Core.async is what it's called in Clojure. I got paid to do Clojure like 11 or 12 years ago now. It's crazy. So yeah, the Hacker News part of this is obviously going to be technical or business as it connects to tech. And then when we get into Twitter, my follows are a lot more diverse. So if you're bored by tech, sorry we're not doing Twitter first. Maybe we'll do that next time. Concurrency and parallelism are different things. Concurrency is how many things you can be doing at a time. And parallelism is how much a task can be broken down and run at the same time. So if you're doing a sum of numbers, your parallelism can be fully the size of the vector. Theoretically, but in practice, it would probably be constrained by your vector operations. So if it's like 16 wide vectors, and you can do, that would be single code multi-data, single instruction multi-data, SIMD. One instruction parallelism could be like, say, 16. So you've got 160 numbers in a list. It would take 10 calls to complete that list of 160 numbers because your parallelism is 16. So parallelization or parallelability, parallelisness, no. Parallelizability, I guess, of a task versus concurrency. I feel like I didn't do a good job of that, and it's been a really long time. But yeah, anyway. Food for my haters. Oh my god, he doesn't even know concurrency versus parallelism randomly after years and years. Oh, what a loser. No wonder he's homeless. All right, that one's boring to me now. What went wrong for Yahoo might be kind of interesting. Maybe I should check back with chat so that it's not just like me saying random stuff. Nobody said anything. Oh, wait, someone said anything. Are you still worried? All right, you're banned. Goodbye. We'll record. There's never been a death threat. Am I worried if I've answered the question, am I worried if I find housing that my channel will fall off? I say homelessness is temporary. Like, this person actually just committed a crime against me. Oh, why are you always so wound up in your chat? Stop committing crimes against me. What went wrong for Yahoo? You know, it's like we talked about in the stream yesterday. And see how this is serious, and so it takes over the content of the channel. And he's going to ask stupid, demeaning questions like, are you worried that if you get housing, your channel will fall off? I would beat the crap out of you, and that is, God, that's permissible, okay? You can't do that to people. And when I get visions of beating your face in, that's not a threat. That is what's karmically allowed, which means I refrain from doing it, and those demon thought forms go into somebody else, and you will pay for what you just did to me. That's not me saying I'm going to get revenge for what you just did to me. I am going to restrain myself and not collect further karma, because even though it's karmically allowed to smash your face in for what you just did, I'm not going to be the one to do that. You repent. You make sure God knows that you're sorry. You don't have to say sorry for me. Isn't it fun to come commit crimes against homeless people? Look at how funny it is. I'm going to start standing up for myself. That doesn't mean I'm going to go, oh, I'm going to go, oh, oh. What I do in the 3D does not affect the spiritual. What happens in the 3D is already done in the spiritual. I don't have to be the one to collect that karma. But it's done in the spiritual. Please clip that and send it to your lawyer. I feel you laughing. Ask your legal counsel about doing that. See, when I talk about if I were to now pursue this, I've got to go through YouTube. I've got to get, I need a request for this person's identity. Oh, please, YouTube, please. And then it's like telling YouTube my business as opposed to just being like, I know who this guy is, and I'm sending the papers to him right now to appear. All right? You can't do that to people. What Up Though says, OF allowing that yelling is crazy. What is OF? OnlyFans? Hey guys, let's go throw snowballs at the homeless guy. He's looking a little mentally unstable, guys. Let's go throw some more stuff at him. Come on, guys. 6 people here. Who's talking? This is so funny. You can't commit crimes against people and expect them to not get angry at you. Open Table committed crimes against me. You commit a crime against somebody, you press record, and you post it. Did I just ruin my life because I yelled at somebody who committed a crime against me? OMG. Welcome to the internet. Hope you had a good day. All right. Let's see what's on Twitter. So yeah, my computer is going to go extra slow because it's encoding video. See how just being in proximity to lowlifes who have nothing to lose can ruin your life? Maybe don't get so worked up about people on the internet. It's for an audience. Like I said yesterday, I'm not responding to these people for them. I'm responding for the audience. They may have committed a crime against you, but you got to restrain yourself. You can't yell like that. It's crazy that the temple allowed Jesus to kick over the table of the money changers, isn't it? All right, 100% troll rate. Are there any non-trolls in here? It's good to get angry when people commit crimes against you. Is this me deluding myself now? No, it's not. Because if you're not, you are getting angry when people commit crimes against you. You're just taking it out in ways that are hidden from other people. Guaranteed. And it's better to just show it than to go take it out on animals or something like that. See, that's probably what he did at Open Table. Guys, case closed. He acted crazy here. Obviously, he acted crazy there. Right? Right? All right, what's on the internet? Change your daily habits. So adding live streaming to the daily habits or something like that. How's that working out? Well, once these criminals get off the channel, it'll work out pretty good. What do you guys do on the internet? I'm gonna try to find my employer, be like, look at how crazy he's being. What does that emoji mean? I don't use emojis or text, so I have no idea. Are you guys in any doubt that there are people systematically trying to take my life apart? Like every live stream, we get this kind of stuff. We block rounds of people now, and there's still people coming out of the woodwork. Is it just because I use the word homeless in there and it's like random people who are just like, oh, homeless person, let's go harass them? Or it seems more directed, doesn't it? Why are there so many directed people coming into my chat? Like, they're getting something out of it. It's, you know, it's either leisure, it's fun to make people do that by committing crimes against them in non-accountable forums, or they're getting something out of it. You can't deny you made a threat there against an Anon. So, Anon person, you go tell your lawyer. Oh, I'm scared he's going to find out who I am now. I have no idea what that emoji means, and you're not saying it, so... $100. Tech, politics, sports. What else is on the internet? I just use the computers for work pretty much. That's like why I'm interested in tech. It's just like I do it for work. It used to be fun. All right, 9 people here. Nobody's talking. I guess I didn't say this is a discussion, so I can't really expect people to be in here discussing. At least it's not doom scrolling. I mean, I might not be interested in everything I scroll by, but pretty good stuff, I feel. I don't know what OF means, but yeah, I'm sure whatever that means, you're out there making sure, showing them the video clip. You guys allow this? That's crazy. I want to come in and do it too. Can I come in and do it too? Isn't the internet fun? I guess it's fun if you're an anon and like to knock down people who are actually doing stuff, eh? I definitely don't look my age. Do you guys have anything like that where, like, for me, it's just like I'm active, I eat well, all that stuff. So did I maintain my neutrality to having a crime committed against me, or did I do the most I can possibly do? Because I don't want to deal with the police while I'm homeless. I don't want to deal with anything like that. And back to my schedule, when do I deal with it? Right? So I'm effectively indigent. I cannot defend myself. So you can come and commit crimes against me, and there's evidence of it on video, but who's going to pursue it, right? And oh, look at the reaction you gave. That means that, even though a crime was committed against you, your reaction was just too crazy and they're not going to go forward because, clearly you deserved it or whatever. Clearly what they accused you of is what you just did. So, it's invalid, right? It cancels out. I've been saying for a long time that false rage accusation, one of my earliest videos on this channel is called false rage accusation. And it's the exact same thing. You accuse someone of doing, losing their control, losing their cool, and that makes them so angry that they lose control and lose their cool. And then it's like, see, I told you. Everyone knows that's reactive abuse. I mean, everyone knows, right? Everyone who's anyone knows, but that's a very, very tiny fraction of people. So we have work to do still. See, I have nothing to lose, so I can just be raw and say it how it is. I don't have to be all politically correct. You do if you want to keep your YouTube channel. Does it seem like I want to keep my YouTube channel? Does it seem like I'm rushing to monetize or something? What am I getting out of the YouTube channel besides helping people who are in situations like me? who don't have many other voices for them. Oh, aren't you so virtuous? Be loyal to your future, not your past. That's a pretty good point. I guess we could see what the YouTube algorithm is recommending me. We could do like response videos or something. All right, let's see what's on YouTube. Guys, isn't it freaky how he can get mad and then just be normal again? Like, imagine, every time you see him that he's normal, he was just mad. Like, every time. He's such a psychopath, he can just, like, get mad and then, like, not be mad anymore. That's freaky, man. Freaky. That dude is freaking scary. I'm scared. I feel threatened by that guy. This girl's videos are interesting. She's bold. It's pretty cool. She's based, as they call it. But she is like a 2-year... She converted to Christianity like 2 years ago. So you almost need like a few more years, you know, because it's like, I've been here 2 years already, you know, like that's not that long. Be silent, tell them nothing. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. The difference between attractive and creepy. That's a members only. I don't have a member on that one. But by the way, yeah, the office space is empty. If there were anyone here, I wouldn't have done that. But because I'm the only one here, like, doesn't matter. I wouldn't be on the live stream if I wasn't the only one here to begin with. Oh, that's just because you know you'll lose control. No, it's because I just don't get on the live stream when people are here. Mentally ill people are good at keeping control in front of the police, remember? Everyone who can, you know, people can use that as a thing against the mentally ill. So if you want to call me a mentally ill, then you are kind of saying that I'm aware that when people are here, I can keep control, right? Well, you're not that kind of you're just totally crazy mentally ill. You freak out in front of people. No. People lie and say that I freak out. Inappropriately. There's such a thing as actually appropriate emotional outbursts. Did you know that? Look it up. Appropriate emotional outbursts. Psychologists agree. So if you commit a crime against somebody and humiliate them on their channel that they work very hard for, that's an appropriate emotional outburst. If you were sitting, if this person was sitting across the table from me, they would not say that. Because they know that the consequences are what I just said. They would not finish the sentence without having something busted across their face. That's not a threat. That's saying natural consequences of what would happen and why it would not even happen like that if they were sitting across the table from me. But now that they have the video evidence of what I do, they can boldly sit across, which is not going to happen. These people are dead to me. I've cursed these people to hell. They're not going to be in the room with me. But now that's a challenge to them because that's how these people operate. They're going to make it I can't say what they're going to do, but this is what they feel like they want to do now. They want to get in front of me and say that with the big grin and watch me go to jail when something happens. But actually nothing like that would happen. If I didn't beat the crap out of my dad or my cousin, it's not going to happen to some random person accusing me of nonsense. You got to go a little over the top when you're just on video and you can't actually bust something across their face. It's theatric. Oh, so you're saying you just get on the channel and are just all theatric? Oh, I get it, guys. Welcome to the internet. See, I remember people would do this to my brother on the bus. Like, they found out how entertaining it was to basically be evil to him. And so often, like, I think about that and feel like, man, now I know what my brother felt. And yeah, I did not stand up for him. Thanks, Dad, for teaching us. What did you teach us again? Oh, don't dishonor your parents, right? No need to say anything else, huh, guys? Job today is done. We got him to go crazy within like 2 minutes. Success! This might be good in the background. You are the alpha of your life. It's kind of interesting. Like what I'm feeling right now is a familiar feeling of basically post-reactive abuse where they just let you stew in it, right? Like they do something to provoke you, and then like whatever you do, whether it's nothing, you try to discuss and they stonewall, or like this or that. It's like whatever the case, they'll like do something that you want to talk about, and then they'll refuse to talk about it with you. And then you're left in this feeling. And then like nobody else is saying anything. And you know too, like when people witness something like what just happened, they get all freaked out. And they're like, you know, I don't want to be next. Right? So you just created like the perfect clip to just like show people, just stay away from this guy because he will just snap on you. Like all you have to do is commit a crime and humiliate him and he'll snap on you. But they won't sell it like that. They'll just say like, look, you just ask him a question and he snaps. Which is true in this, like it's a true statement. So that's like why it's like it's better for them to actually provoke you into something than to just completely make it up, because they can like their body language can agree with what they're saying. Yeah, it was scary, and they'll be like, it was actually scary, even though they invited it and wanted it to come and knew that it would not escalate past that line. Because if it would have escalated past that line, they would not have done it. Like they already know how far it's gonna go before they do it. So this person knew, you know, there's a screen protecting me. I can commit a crime. And so they did it. And then they got the consequence of the crime, which was, you know, me humiliating myself. Now, was that the full karma of committing the crime? Or is there more coming to them? Like, did I collect that full karmic debt and make it a balance? Still 5 people watching, nobody saying anything. What's up? See, these humiliation attempts over the long term are actually going to show how stable and resilient I am, how calm, how balanced, how fair I am. It doesn't look that way if you clip the video up just right, which is just taking a portion of it and, you know, giving it without. So lying by omission, is that the same as lying by just making stuff up, right? So you say, oh man, this guy just, look at him blow up on people. But you just give a little clip without this further explanation of what's actually happening here. Is that lying? Yes, it is. Your heart knows it is. So you better just turn off this stream before I tell you too much truth. If you plan to do some dirtiness and you know the crimes you're committing, it's way worse. So you better just stop listening to me if you plan to commit crimes against me, because I will tell you what your crimes are. And then you'll be aware, and then you'll be doing it knowingly, and it'll be worse. Welcome to the internet, where you learn things. You get convicted. All right, not much on the YouTubes. Back to the Twitters. Certain things have to end so better things can begin. Very true. This account's pretty good. She's got a lot of stuff that's good to say. I've got a lot of Twitter to scroll through. I kind of like that one. An engineer can sometimes write a good poem. A poet can never make a good bridge. I cannot wait until someone from OpenTable goes to jail so that I can say that this whole ordeal is just a chain reaction of fraud and then opportunistic predators coming and basically saying that I did the exact same thing that they said I did. Especially when bringing it up in, as a piece of context when it's false. I cannot tell you, I knew from the very beginning how serious this was going to be. And that's why I have not shut up about it. If I would have never said anything about it, it would have kept coming up anyway still. Because these predators actually go digging. It's not, oh, they read your timeline and found out about it. No, they go digging. You type my name into Google and it auto completes Harlan Iverson open table. And people will say, oh, that's because you keep posting about it. No, I think there was actually an SEO campaign that probably they ran, or one of my predators ran. Because these predators can all leverage it. They can basically get on and just, the worse, the more flagrant they are, the more I notice it. And they can just kind of act like it. They're sort of like associated with the legal firm or whatever it is, or just like focus on that because that's like a proven, documented thing, but it is fabricated. One day, nothing false will stay in effect forever. One day, the truth is up in the surface. I keep saying it, but one day the truth will be the consensus. There's so much chaos around right now because the consensus is false. So nobody can see me accurately. People can, get this leverage against me that they don't deserve to have, that they could not have if truth was the consensus, but it is not. So as a result, my life is full of chaos. But the good thing is it's only the outer world. Because since I maintain the Logos internally, oh, well, isn't the outside a reflection of the inside? True. So there is probably some chaos inside there somewhere. So your most important relationships are your father and your wife. My father has covenants with darkness. Honor your parents, honor a person who has covenants with the darkness. That's a very, very tough proposition. Not one that's unforeseen by the Creator, but a tough one. I can forgive but not give access. I can say I'm grateful for, the toilet and the kitchen and stuff like that. But it would have been nice if I learned to stick up for myself and stuff like that. It's not dishonoring to say what could have been better and what I'm going to do differently in the next generation. But yeah, overall I probably don't honor my parents, but I just don't completely know how I can do that. Because I forgive them. I know that they just have open doors and stuff. But I cannot be around people with open doors, so I cannot be near them. And I even trying to talk with my dad. When I would have phone calls with him, he would just sit there and not say anything. I could talk for an hour, and he would not give anything back. I could text him, and he would not text back. So it's a one-way street. How do you even honor somebody like that? And now clearly he'll find some instance of reactive abuse and say, it's because of this. And people will be like, yeah, just apologize for doing that. Will my pride get in the way and say, I can't apologize until he apologizes? And then will he give a real or fake apology? And if I can tell it's a fake apology, will I still have too much pride to apologize? Right? Do I owe this guy who committed a crime against me, who I yelled at, an apology for yelling at him? I'm sorry for yelling at you, person who committed a crime against me. I forgive you. But you know what you have to do is repent. You cannot go around doing things like that to people. And I don't have to give you access to where you might do it again to me. But your heart has to change. See if this person who said like, I'm surprised OnlyFans allows yelling like that. Like whatever he's talking about, the library, whatever. Like if my location were known, that would actually be a threat. That'd be saying, I'm surprised the library allows yelling like that. Meanwhile, they're sending the librarian an email saying, hey, check this out. Am I wrong? Like that's literally how a threat would come through. Like, hey, I'm just going to make the library aware of this. Even though nobody saw it, nobody was impacted by it, I'm just going to make them aware. And once they're made aware, they're going to have to do something about it, right? Because now somebody's been impacted by it. Now somebody's feelings have been hurt. Now it could look bad that they're aware and they didn't do anything about it. There's too much risk that it could happen again. Never mind the context. Someone committed a crime against this person who is alone in the library. I'm pretty sure anyone who's not a total who just totally acquiesces to what the mob wants right away, who's afraid of the mob. Anyone with God, which would a librarian have God? Probably not. And so a librarian would say, no, we have to get this person out of here. But a godly person would say, well, why did they do this? Like, clearly they're alone there. Like, they're doing a live stream. Like, even the third judge, Open Table took me to court 3 times. The second judge was ready to throw the book at me, but I beat that case. Okay? Weird. You beat a case against Open Table? Yes. Their third case, they moved venues, they did bad stuff, and it was during pandemic, like the first week of pandemic. They won by cheating. Yeah. Yes, they won by cheating. But that judge knew there was something going on. If I would have been able to show up, maybe I could have shown up. I had I've told this story. I had like 16 or 20 bucks. I was 50 miles away. It wasn't even clear what the mask rules were. Like I got a piece of underwear was all I had that I could use as a mask. So I got a piece of underwear and I was like, okay, I guess I'll wear this as my mask. That's the time we were in. It was pre-bandanas and stuff. So that judge, though, knew that something was fishy with this case. So even if I were to, go back and try to reopen the case and appeal, if I could get the same judge, she'd probably, there's discretion about the statutes of limitations and stuff. And we went through the whole era of pandemic, and I've been indigent. So if I were to go and reopen that case, I think the judge would have a lot of sympathy, actually. Happy Hermit says, long time no see. What's going on? What's up? How you doing, Happy Hermit? Someone came in and committed a crime against me, so I'm explaining the spiraling and stuff like that. But I think I'm pretty much done meta spiraling. What's been going on? Just keeping it stable. I've done some streams. I showed some graphics about my week situation and my seasonal income situation most recently. I think that was good work on my part. Pat myself on the back. Doing business while homeless is going to be a course now as opposed to a second guide. So still trying to work on the first guide, Urban Camping Pro, get the doing business while homeless into a course. And plenty more. What's new with you, Happy Hermit? I recognize your name. I have good feelings about you. For what it's worth. Good, thanks, they say. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I was doing well. People will try to, sell the story that I'm not, but doing as well. In terms of like what I can control and what I can't control, I'm doing well. I can't control very much. I wish I could control more. But yeah, what I can control is going good. I have mixed feelings about tarot. I think it's like unlawful trespassing to see into the spirit except through Jesus. Which to me, man, I don't know. Because I'm not like a New Ager or a Christian. I'm just a follower of Christ. And so it's sort of like the devil is the god of the world. And so if all this astrology and stuff is devil stuff, now saying devil worship would be a stretch. Because I don't think I'm sitting here worshiping like tarot or astrology or anything like that. It'd be maybe like I sleep in my car is my living room, and like tarot would be looking into my living room. Like it's in the stars, it's in public, and you can just see into it. And there's like established meanings tied to this and that thing. I mean, it's just, to me, tarot feels kind of amoral. Don't worship it. The love, like money is amoral. Money is a tool that represents I was useful to somebody. I did something valuable for somebody. But if you love money, then it becomes evil. So like if you worship tarot, then it becomes sort of like you're loving it or something. Yeah, I don't sit around and like watch tarot videos or whatever, but every now and then some title will catch my attention, and then like they'll like start pulling out cards and stuff. I'm like, oh. Well, and then it's just kind of vibes. Like, how does the vibe of the channel feel? Like, a lot of them I just... Yeah, I mean, I don't worship it. Like, it's just sometimes there'll be a video that'll be like... And they'll be, like, connecting it with all kinds of non-tarot stuff. Like, they've actually studied a lot and stuff. Happy Hermit says, how do you manage your finances? Spreadsheets or an app? Yeah, I've been here for most of your live streams. I come in peace, just relaxing. Welcome. Happy Hermit says, I have been trying that app called Monarch. It's pretty nice. I don't know that app. I'm a neo-luddite, basically. Like, I just got a cell phone a little while ago, and I live stream, and I'm really good at building tech. But then actually using tech, I like don't use apps. So I'm only not against it if it adds something too. Like, let's see what this Monarch thing is. My computer is getting ultra laggy. Oh God. I'm leaking more of my app stuff. Don't look, guys. My computer's too slow to hide it. This is why you close everything sensitive before you go onto a live stream. Like, I accidentally announced that I have an operating system. I did not mean to announce that, but it was just on my screen, so I had to be like, well, that's what that is. Okay, track budget, plan, and do more with your money. So the reason I'm not going to use this is because I don't want to upload my finances into something. Like, that's the same reason I don't use AI very much, is I just don't want to upload my private stuff into it. It's kind of a spiritual, like, cord thing. Like, I give them my data and now they've got like this, it's sort of like being on the cameras and stuff here. Like, they like get hooked into my life somehow. They can see, yeah. I just don't like uploading my private information to stuff. Like, it blows my mind that these cloud that so many people will do it. It's not that mind-blowing that the cloud providers will satisfy a want or a desire for people. But it's mind-blowing that people want to do it. And it makes me know that my niche is very small but very dedicated. And like, my software is the antithesis of cloud software. I mean, you can leverage cloud software because sovereign does not mean self-hosted, but you're going to be like super intentional about where your data is going. So, you know, it's just a principle thing. Oh, nothing to hide, nothing to fear. That's never convinced me. And I'm not talking down on anyone who does it. It just blows my mind. And I don't care to empathize. I don't care to understand. I'll be a narcissist about uploading my data to the cloud. Except I'm not like saying you're stupid or anything. I'm just saying, like, I would not do that. And I can still respect people who did it and everything. It's just like, man, I don't like, and I don't feel like it's my job to convince people not to. I just feel like it's my job to set the example. And look how good I'm doing, guys. Homeless software engineer. Don't you guys want to mimic me? Actually, no, bro. I don't want to mimic you. You're a homeless bum. Ah, thank you, thank you. That definitely means everything I do is wrong and not productive, eh? Sorry, I don't mean to be making this personal or anything. I don't think you feel like it is, but just in case anyone's watching. And yeah, I mean, tone police. So like, that's just so crazy. Like, right when I got on the stream, someone came in and said that stuff, and then someone else said, I can't believe this place OnlyFans allows you to do that. And I'm like, all right. Both those people got blocked. Welcome to the internet. Like, the second person's reaction was, I can't believe this place allows you to do reactive abuse. No comment on the actual crime committed. Just, like, right in sync. One person come in, do the crime, the other person come in and comment on the reactive abuse. Like, do you guys know each other, you know? Because if you do know each other, one of you can turn the other one in for $100. You know that? Let me pause the screen share and see if anyone has sent me an email. Nope. Atheists gaslight themselves, and they know it. From the God, Dogs, and Motorcycles channel. 22 views 8 hours ago. I don't know if maybe I've watched a video or two from this guy. When I say watched, I mean played it in the background, but... I never use the subscriptions thing. I guess a lot of people just go and like see what the subscriptions show, but I don't actually like... I mean, I guess I subscribe to a lot of channels. Well, yeah, I just never got into using that. I just scroll the home feed. This is what you do instead of get a second job, right? Yes, every single day I come on and just scroll the internet for like an hour. Probably not. By now, what I would have done is like open up some illustrations, open up some docs. I'm like accidentally leaking half my docs here, but yeah, high OS. I've got like 20 apps and utilities, and I've not disclosed like more than half of it. So as far as budget and planning and stuff goes, that's just all done like just with spreadsheets. But what I do is like I figure out my process and then kind of like evolve it towards an app. And so I've got apps and utilities for like a lot of my IT activities. Is van life illegal now? Probably to do with the Trump executive order. See, right now, there's going to be extra effort to push me to seem crazy and this and that, because clearly not a drug addict. So they need to make me seem like mentally unstable, you know, various mental health issues that they can put me in an asylum for. Guaranteed. There's going to be people coming onto the channel trying to provoke that. Which means I need to be extra careful to not get angry at people who commit crimes against me. Just keep the whole context. The whole truth. The truth, the whole truth. The whole truth. That's where these people struggle, is the whole truth. Lying by what? Omission. Commission is a direct lie. Omission is leaving stuff out. Omission is just as serious of a crime as commission. Sounds like you got something to hide, huh? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I hear it in myself. Can you identify that in yourself? Can you admit that you have something to hide? Who doesn't have something to hide? Is the humiliation to me and solely me? It is because it's on my channel and someone else maybe tries to bring it out by provocation. And just insinuate that that's what I'm actually hiding or lying about. But that's also false. False light is another kind of lying. Did you know? Oh, you know, here's a good one. This is off topic though, so maybe it is, but it isn't off topic, because someone came in and committed a crime against me, and now we're kind of, okay, we get on the internet and we have crimes committed against us. So what's fair game in that pivoted, you know, it's not where I wanted to go. I thought I had all that stuff blocked out of the chat. But someone came in and did it anyway. Okay? Nobody did it last night. It was nice. So I mentioned before, like, so there's actually liability to enabling abuse. So not only does it look bad and it's like embarrassing and this and that, like I was thinking, like, why is it that people can't admit that someone around them is being abused, like beyond just the shame and this and that? Like, turns out there's actually a legal statute for enabling abuse. So like if one parent looks the other way or they leave the room so they don't like see it or whatever, but they still know what's going on, that's a crime still. That's enabling abuse. So like if a boss or something like that knows that one of their employees is abusing another one of their employees, well, the abused employee can just quit, right? It's at-will employment. They can just leave. Yeah. So I don't have the answer to that. That would say that there is no such thing as abuse in the workplace, which we just talked about abusive supervision yesterday, right? The boss is right. The boss wants the job to get done. So there's no such thing as abuse by the boss because they just want what's good for the company. And then if you add in at-will employment, like they can just leave. I mean, the heart is saying, no, they can't just leave in practice. Like, maybe they want to, but there's the whole, like, saving up thing. But then there's the God provides thing, too. So are you enabling your own abuse by staying? But in any case, there is a legal code for enabling abuse, but that's in the context of children. So yeah, children can't just leave. But then there is like indigent status, there is vulnerable adult. Seems like that would impact like court actions or interactions with the state, which you have no choice but to engage in. But employment, like, you do always have a choice, but, you know, like the problem of quit your job and you don't have enough money to make it to the first paycheck. Like, can you quit that job? Yes, you can quit that job. It's at-will employment. So that's where like the non-linear blessings would have to come from. Like you get blessed in a way that's not just a linear, I got an opportunity and now I can save the money. You've got to like get the money from somewhere else. Yeah, whenever I've been between jobs or something on the channel, I've been able to beg and someone gives me like a bunch of money or whatever. But if I were to just get on here and fake it, it would not come through because it would not be needed. So if someone's being abused in the workplace, they just quit and then God provides through some other channel. That's a huge leap of faith, isn't it? Like most people might not have that much faith. I don't have that much faith a lot of times. And I just got to say, I'm not like going to court and stuff is not what I want to spend my time doing. Like I'm not going to sue an employer or anything like that. No. Now, when stuff goes to the level of criminal, like in the open table case, then it's the state. That's the difference between a civil and a criminal case. In a criminal case, the state is the complainant. So if the state initiates court action against open table guys on behalf of the incidents that they've done to me, and then they subpoena me for stuff or require me to appear as a witness or something like that, then yeah, I have to cooperate with that. If my social media activity gets the attention of the person who sets that in motion, good, you know? Like, in a way, that's kind of what the state is here for. But am I going to go to the state and say, this is a crime? Well, you're going on Twitter and doing it. That's a very good point. Thank you, Harlan. You're so helpful. It's actually thank you, God. You're so helpful. But dealing with the police, so going to the police to submit some kind of report to initiate this stuff, that makes me pretty uncomfortable. Dealing with the police while I'm homeless. Like, what? Even if someone else commits a crime against me on the street, like, I'm probably still not really calling the police. Because I don't want to deal with the police right now in this state of homelessness. Like, I just want to be below the radar, basically. And yeah, that is failing in a way my duty to love my neighbors, because I'm letting criminals go free and commit crimes against other people. So is there a duty to report, like, morally, right? So that's like the weak faith. Like, I report it. I feel like I don't have time. Like, I've got to be doing all this stuff, like try to get some income, etc. Like, where's the balance between I need to get income and I need to report this crime, which will take a bunch of my time? It's like quite a bind. Got some more chat. Happy Hermit. D Billa says, hey, what's up? How you doing, D Billa? Sugar Bear, what's up again? They were driving earlier, now parked at their spot to sleep up in the mountains. Heck yeah, this weekend. Yes, going up into the mountains. I've been told, so in Central Valley, it's super hot. But then if you go like up into the Sierras, that would be on the east side. Yeah, it gets hella cool. So that's awesome. Yeah. It's kind of a hack that you don't think about, right? I mean, I'm from the plains, the Midwest, the Great Plains. So, like, I don't think about mountains and elevation. So, yeah, what Sugar Bear shares is an excellent tip and trick if you're a vehicle dweller to get out of the heat. Maybe you're not thinking of it because you don't live near the mountains or whatever. Or you're new to living by the mountains. You know what's funny, Sugar Bear? You said you drive a Yukon. I left work today, and guess what vehicle was pulling out of a parking spot just as I walked by it? A Yukon, so I got to see what your vehicle looks like. Maybe not, it was like a white one. It looked kind of pearl white. And yeah, it looked like it was probably kind of a luxury trim. Like, it wasn't flat. It wasn't what I was thinking of, like an Escalade. So it wasn't like Escalade level flashy. I had an Escalade in my mind when I was picturing a Yukon. But yeah, it's more like probably like an Accord is to a Civic, like a Yukon is to like a Suburban, as an Accord is to a Civic or something. So it's like a step up. Was it GMC Yukon? Sorry, I don't mean to like dig or pry or anything with your vehicle. It was just like you were talking about a Yukon yesterday, and then I saw a Yukon today. Like, whoa. Yeah, it's a nice vehicle. Definitely. Yeah, and nice and clean. Yeah, I could rock a Yukon, but I still think like a I was saying extended cab pickup, but I think a crew cab pickup, if I were to replace my Civic, it would be with a crew cab. Just like a small V6. Yeah, my financial situation is not good. What's up? We got 11 concurrent viewers. How y'all doing? We got 2 likes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the chatting. I'll show you guys some of my well, let's see. This is supposed to be getting on the internet. Yeah, that's legit. I'll show you some of my numbers. I just want to show you the like to dislikes. Because it's real funny to me. It's like, there was a point when it was mostly likes, it was tons of likes, and now it's like 50 to 60% dislikes. Which to me says that I'm like over some kind of target and to keep going. Computer's getting hella laggy. Is the picture okay? I just saw an error message or a warning from the live stream.